Some people buy houses. Others buy this. A vehicle so expensive, so massive, so unapologetically luxurious that its price is higher than what most Americans will ever pay for a home. This isn't an RV, it isn't a bus, and it definitely isn't camping. This is a rolling mansion, a multi-million-dollar luxury motorhome built for people who don't want to choose between freedom and comfort. People who don't book hotels, they bring the hotel with them. Today, you're about to see one of the most expensive motorhomes ever built, a machine that blurs the line between real estate and transportation. And by the end of this video, you'll be asking one question: is this genius, or has luxury officially gone too far? At first glance, it looks like a tour bus, but that's the trick, because underneath this sleek, polished exterior is a commercial-grade Prevost motor coach platform, the same type of bus used to transport professional sports teams, world leaders, and elite touring musicians. This platform wasn't designed for weekends, it was designed to run millions of miles. And when you combine that level of engineering with handcrafted luxury interiors, you don't get an RV, you get something closer to a private jet on wheels. This motorhome wasn't built for campgrounds. It was built for people who want to cross the entire country without ever giving up privacy, space, or silence. Let's talk numbers, because this is where things get insane. The average home price in the United States is roughly $420,000. In many states, that gets you a front yard, a backyard, multiple bedrooms, a lifetime of memories. Now compare that. This motorhome costs between $2.5 and $3 million. That's the price of 6 to 7 average homes, a luxury beachfront property, or a small apartment building. And yet, people are buying these, not as investments, not as rentals, but as primary residences on wheels. Why? Because for a certain level of wealth, freedom becomes more valuable than permanence. This isn't built for RV life influencers. This is built for CEOs, retired executives, professional athletes, entertainers, ultra-high net worth couples, people who've already owned mansions, vacation homes, penthouse apartments, and now want something different, something mobile, something private, something that lets them wake up in the mountains and fall asleep by the ocean without ever packing a suitcase. For them, this motorhome isn't expensive, it's convenient. What makes this motorhome special isn't just what's inside, it's what it's built on. A Prevost chassis is not like a normal RV frame. This thing is commercial-grade steel, designed for 24/7 operation, built to survive decades of use. Underneath the luxury is a massive diesel engine producing hundreds of horsepower and insane torque. The machine doesn't struggle, it glides. At highway speeds, it feels planted, stable, quiet. And that quiet matters, because when you're paying millions, noise is unacceptable. One of the first things owners notice is how quiet it is inside. No rattling, no shaking, no cheap materials 70 miles per hour. You can have conversations at a whisper, conference calls while driving, a full night's sleep crossing state lines. This is what happens when sound insulation, triple pane glass, aircraft-grade engineering all come together. Silence becomes a luxury. The moment you step inside, everything changes. The floor doesn't flex. The walls don't feel thin. You don't feel like you're in a vehicle. You feel like you've entered a luxury apartment. Real hardwood floors, Italian leather seating, stone countertops. No plastic, no shortcuts. Every surface you touch feels expensive, because it is. This interior wasn't assembled, it was crafted. This isn't a living room, it's a lounge, designed for entertaining guests, watching movies, hosting private meetings, relaxing after long travel days. The seating isn't bolted furniture, it's residential-grade sofas, recliners, and chairs, anchored invisibly for safety, but built for comfort. Lighting is soft, warm, adjustable. Nothing is harsh, because harsh lighting belongs in cheap hotels, not here. Hidden behind motorized panels are massive 4K TVs, surround sound systems, satellite connectivity. This motorhome doesn't lose signal in the middle of nowhere. It creates its own ecosystem. Whether you're watching sports, movies, or market updates, the outside world stays optional. This is where most RVs fall apart, but not this one. This kitchen has residential refrigerator, induction cooktops, convection ovens, wine storage, custom cabinetry. You can cook real meals, not RV meals, real dinners for real people. And yes, some owners hire private chefs who travel with them, because when money stops being a limit, standards rise. This is the moment where most people stop thinking of this as a vehicle, because the bedroom doesn't feel like it belongs on wheels. It feels like it belongs at the top floor of a luxury condo. A king-size bed, not an RV version, a real residential bed. Custom mattress, hotel-grade linens, perfectly balanced lighting. You don't climb into it, you walk around it, on both sides. That alone tells you everything you need to know. This wasn't designed to fit, it was designed to feel right. Above the bed, there's no low ceiling panic, no cramped feeling, no compromise, just space and silence. Imagine this. You fall asleep in Arizona and wake up in Colorado. You open the automated shades and the mountains are right there. No hotel checkout, no packing, no noise from neighbors, just you and a view that changes every morning. This is the emotional reason people buy motorhomes like this, not to travel faster, but to wake up differently. Now, here's where it gets ridiculous. Behind the bedroom is a walk-in closet, not cabinets, a closet. Custom shelving, soft closed drawers, hidden safes, climate-controlled storage. This is where designer clothing lives, expensive watches stay protected, personal items stay organized. Some owners live in these full-time, so yes, they bring their entire wardrobe with them. Most RV bathrooms feel like airplane bathrooms. This one feels like a luxury spa. A full-size shower, rainfall shower head, steam function, stone surfaces, heated floors. You don't rush here, you relax. There's even enough water pressure to forget you're not connected to a city grid. And that's not an accident, because this motorhome carries massive fresh water tanks and industrial-grade filtration. Luxury doesn't stop just because you're moving. Yes, we're going there, because this matters. This is a real toilet, not a compromise, not a plastic solution, a porcelain residential system with advanced waste management that allows extended off-grid living. Privacy matters at this level, and everything about this bathroom respects that. This is where the price really starts to make sense, because what you see is luxury, but what you don't see is engineering. Hidden behind panels and compartments are advanced battery banks, massive lithium power systems, multiple generators, solar integration. This motorhome can operate completely off-grid for days, sometimes weeks. Air conditioning, heating, appliances, internet, all without plugging in. This isn't camping. This is independence. High-speed internet, anywhere. Desert, mountains, highways. Satellite systems automatically track signals, so whether you're running a company, trading markets, taking calls, or streaming content, you're never disconnected. For some owners, this isn't luxury, it's necessary. Step forward, and now you're in the cockpit. This isn't a driver's seat, it's a command center. Air suspension controls, digital monitoring systems, cameras covering every angle, advanced braking technology. Despite its size, this motorhome is easier to drive than you'd expect because it was engineered for professionals. And many owners don't even drive it themselves. They hire private drivers, just like a yacht. Here's another detail that blows people's minds. This motorhome often tows a luxury SUV, a sports car, or even a supercar, because once you arrive, you still want to move around in style. So yes, there are people who travel America with a mansion pulling a Ferrari. Open the exterior compartments and you'll find something shocking. Storage that feels endless. Golf equipment, tools, bikes, furniture, supplies for weeks. This is where the double floor design matters. There's an entire hidden level dedicated to systems and storage. It's invisible, but it's the reason this motorhome works. No matter where you are, it's always perfect inside. Desert heat, freezing mountains, doesn't matter. Multiple climate zones ensure the bedroom stays cool, the living area stays warm, the bathroom stays comfortable. You don't fight the environment, you ignore it. Let's be honest, this isn't practical for most people. It's huge, it's expensive, it's excessive, but it never was meant for most people. It was built for people who already solved money. For them, the question isn't, can I? It's, does this give me the life I want? For decades, luxury meant staying still. Big houses, gated communities, permanent addresses. This motorhome represents something different. Luxury that moves, freedom without sacrifice, the ability to change your view without changing your standards. Buying this motorhome is just